You're probably wondering what Lancelot's doing in the middle of a Wendy's. Well, first and foremost, Wendy's is absolutely fucking godlike, so if he's gonna eat anything that's fast food related, it'll probably be Wendy's. But the real reason he's there is for the 4 for 4. And for $4, I'm gonna give you guys 4 tips on how to improve your Lance gameplay. So enjoy! There's no official title to what this is called, but I call it stance confirming. It's the idea of watching your opponent and seeing if they're crouching or standing and confirming for optimal damage depending on the situation. If your opponent is standing, you can do 5L2, L2M. This also works on crouching opponents, but because your opponent is crouching, you get more frame advantage, so you can do 5L2, L5H and get way more damage than just getting it off of a 2M. So, learn how to stance confirm. The next tip alone was pretty much the main reason I made this video, which is technical input SBA. Even at a high level, you can still see some players do easy input SBA despite the fact that they buffed the damage recently and gave it more Oki than it did previous patch. With easy input SBA, you really don't get anything, just 3000 damage unskilled. That's it. But with technical input SBA, you get a little bit more reward for just doing a neck check quarter circle forward, which makes it really hard to understand why people don't do this. You get 2 safe jumps, which are both automatically timed for you, and a meaty if you haven't used blade impulse prior. The safe jumps are really easy to do. All you have to do is hold up forward, or you can just do M turbulence and just come down with jump fierce. This tip is really straightforward, and it's all in regards to scaling. What I mean by scaling is how hard you prorate your combo. And by doing so, you lose out on damage. You tend to see this a lot when you see people do 5C or 5H into full auto combo, SBA or SSBA, or even on some cases, 5C full auto combo, 66C, 5C, SBA/SSBA. Yeah, stop doing that. Just if you're gonna cash out, just do 5C for the first 2 hits into whatever you want. That's it. It does more damage than it that way. Please. Stop doing that. The last tip that I can give you guys is in reference to something called Okazemi. For those new to fighting games, it's essentially how you pressure your opponent after they've been knocked down. This is pretty important because most of the times we usually go for max damage. And by max damage, we usually end our combos with Rekka and therefore push our opponents as far away as possible. And we really don't have that luxury all the time because we play Lancelot. Even though Lancelot is a fast mobile character, his limbs are kind of stubby when compared to characters like Fairy, Catalina, Percival. You get my point. So it's not always in our best interest to push the character as far away as possible, and sometimes we just want to leave the character as close to us as possible instead. And by sacrificing a bit of damage, we can leave them at point blank range so we don't have to go chasing after them all over again. And in some cases, you get a safe jump set up off of it too, so you get to maintain your pressure. So don't mind sacrificing damage for Oki. It's worth it sometimes. These are 4 tips to how you can improve your Lancelot gameplay. I hope you enjoyed it.